What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy and many others. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Thank y'all for joining me as always, and I really mean that. Props Made Easy, the new version, dropped yesterday. Before the slates began, I've been getting spammed up with winning slips from the new tool already. It's not like super new. I mean, it's still utilizing projections. It's still utilizing our consensus odds. But we've added more books to our consensus odds to make our consensus odds even better. And then we also have added a highest odds column, as you guys saw before, to give you an idea of like where that play is the highest at. Right? To give you an idea of like, okay, it's minus 135 here. Normally I only take minus 140 and up, but this is really nice seeing that Pinnacle, one of the sharpest books in the industry, is minus 161 on the under on his rebounds. So Miles Turner rebounds under 7.5. PME consensus at minus 135 on the under. Pinnacle has this at minus 161 on the under, which is a fantastic option. Absolutely love that spot for the under on Miles Turner's rebounds of 7.5. Looking at the next highest, we have the assists for Drew Holiday over 4.5. It's minus 133 PME consensus odds. Minus 142 is the highest odds on this line. Over at, what is this, Caesars, I believe. Over at Caesars, they have this line at minus 142. Absolutely love that spot. Another interesting thing that you can do on the new tools is you can sort by highest odds as well and take a look at what the highest spots are. Like you've got Pinnacle at the top right here for the Miles Turner play. You've got Bovada at a minus 150 on the over for Naz Reid's points at 9.5, which is interesting. Consensus of 132, 1.78 differential. So yeah, it's pretty awesome to have this new setup here because you also, on top of being able to see where the consensus odds are, you're able to see what books are the highest on it too. Kind of see the upside of where this line is on some other places on the same screen as well. So people were having a ton of success yesterday, and I love to see it. But Miles Turner rebounds under 7.5 is an absolutely fantastic spot. But we have to talk about today's games, the 22nd. So as you can see, we have the dates right here on the games. So you just scroll down right here. Naz Reid is the highest for today at points over 9.5 at minus 132 PME consensus odds. He's minus 150 over there on Bovada. Fantastic spot for Naz Reid. Absolutely love that. And then Luka Doncic steals under 1.5 is minus 131 on the under. He's 146 odds on this line on FanDuel and a 1.34 projection of minus 0.16. Okay, so you got the projection of 11.28 for Naz Reid too. So not only do you have the minus 132 PME consensus odds on the over 9.5, you have the 150 line over on Bovada, but you have the projection at 11.28 and a 1.78 projection differential. And then Luka Doncic in that game steals under 1.5, minus 131 PME consensus odds on the under. Minus 146 is this line over on FanDuel. Big juice there. A projection of 1.34 minus 0.16. So that gives you an idea of exactly how to use that tool. Look at this. We've got underdog. We've got better picks. Let's look at better because better picks tends to have some amazing value on it. Looking at better picks, Miles Turner rebounds under 7.5 is at the top of the list, minus 170, minus 137. But coming from today's games, I don't really see a ton of value for today's games on better. Boom Fantasy, Dabble, DraftKings Pick 6 always has great value. Karl Anthony Towns assists under 3.5, minus 162. That line's 175 on Pinnacle. Crazy. Jaden Hardy. Huge value for today's games. On DraftKings Pick 6. So definitely check out DraftKings Pick 6. But I have a haircut appointment at 10 a.m. So I have to get through this video fairly quickly. But I wanted to definitely walk you guys through this new tool for sure. NBA first half, Kyrie Irving points under 11.5. He's 9.5 in other sportsbooks on minus 2. So that would be the number one first half play to go is the under on the 11.5. NBA first quarter has been added to the tools, but there's no plays available at the moment. For MLB, we have Tyreek Skubal, hits allowed, over 4.5 at minus 137 PME consensus odds. This line goes up to minus 140 over at BetMGM. Projection of 5.21 is 0.71 projection differential. Nick Castellanos, hits, runs, RBIs, over 1.5 is minus 136 odds on the over. This line gets up to minus 140 over on Bovada, a 2.07 projection, a 0.57 projection differential. Absolutely love some of these. Michael King, strikeouts over 5.5 is minus 136 PME consensus odds, minus 145 over at BetMGM. A projection of 6.95, a 1.45 projection differential. So some good options today on the board there. I would go through the other sports books, but I'll go through them real quick just to see. Jake Irvin earned runs over 2.5 over on Better. DraftKings pick 6, Cole Reagans walks over 1.5. Nick Nastrini strikeouts over 3.5. Some huge value always on DraftKings pick 6. All right, let's move on. MLB first inning, we have the under on Tyreek Skubal and Cole Reagans. Look at all that green. Look at that 100%. The higher the hit percent, the better the under first inning runs allowed. The lower the hit percent, the better the over. So Dane Dooning, Taijuan Walker, over first inning runs allowed. Michael King, Nick Martinez, over first inning runs allowed, are at zeros. And then Bryce Miller, Nestor Cortez, under first inning runs allowed. And Freddie Peralta, under. And Luzardo, under first inning runs allowed, are the absolute best options. For WNBA, we have Aaliyah Boston, player rebounds at the top of the list, under 8.5 at minus 131 sportsbook line. As the day goes on, WNBA value really pops in, so you can give it some time and wait for more, or if you want to add in a WNBA right now, Aaliyah Boston's player rebounds under 8.5 would be the best option there. For NHL, we don't. I mean, now that they're at the very last of, the very last little bit of the season, you don't have a ton of great values that are on the board lately. So I'm just going to keep skipping over NHL. Nothing for tennis, nothing for PGA yet. For soccer, we have Matej Kovar, player saves over 2.5. He's 3 on other sportsbooks, a 0.5 sportsbook differential there. For League of Legends, Jopa, map 1, player kills, under 4.5. He's 4 on other sportsbooks, on minus 0.5 there. For CS2, we have Truck Lover 86 versus M80. First 2 map player headshots, under 16.5. 14 on other sportsbooks, on minus 2.5. And then we have Freakzoid, but he's on the same team. We're going to go down to Brezzy versus Legacy. First 2 maps, player headshots, under 21 at 19 on other sportsbooks, on minus 2 sportsbook differential there. So some good options on CS2 this morning, some good value. And then nothing for Valorant. Let's do a recap. Looking at NBA, at the top of the list here, we have Drew Holiday's assists over 4.5, minus 133 at the odds on the over. It gets up to 145 over on BetMGM on the over 4.5. Looking at only today's games for the 22nd, Naz Reid points over 9.5 at minus 132 on the over PME consensus odds. Bovada has this line upwards of 145, 11.28. And then Luka Doncic steals under 1.5. NBA first half, Kyrie Irving points under 11.5. Nothing for first quarter yet. MLB, Nick Castellanos hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5. Michael King strikeouts over 5.5. MLB first inning, under on Tyreek Skubal, Cole Reagans, under on Freddie Peralta and Jesus Luzardo, and then over on Dane Dooning, Taijuan Walker, and Michael King, Nick Martinez. WNBA, we have the under on Aaliyah Boston's player rebounds of 8.5. Nothing really for NHL lately. For soccer, we had a play of Matej Kovar. Player saves over 2.5. 3 on other sportsbooks, a 0.5 sportsbook differential. Looking at CS2, which also got an upgrade, got even more books added to its consensus as well. As you guys know, our sportsbook line for CS2 takes multiple lines. That's why you'll see a 15.75, a 30.83. It's taking every fantasy book that has lines for CS2 and averaging it together to give you the best representation of what to do here. Truck Lover 86 versus M80. Under 16.5 headshots. And then we have Brezzy. First 2 maps player headshots under 21 at minus 2. All right. Sorry, I was in a bit of a rush today. In tomorrow's video, I'll go through a bunch of different books with y'all. And we'll take a look at everything and really go a little bit slower. But yeah, the new tool is there, baby. Go grab it. It's only $20 a month at Props Made Easy. Go grab it. Try it out. The success it had in its first day was crazy. I've been using the beta version for days now and have been doing amazing. I mean, the tools were already great. I mean, it's showing you the top data. I mean, how could it not? Overall, when you're playing plus EV, you're going to be more successful than when you're just winging it, looking at last 5, looking at last 10, just doing your little simple research. you will do much better playing EV to begin with. But then when you take EV and you add projection to it as well, and you use a great interface like Props Made Easy, and it's only $20 a month, and you're not spending a ton of your bankroll on the tool that you're using, it's very interesting, this highest odds that we've added here. You know what I mean? It can give you an idea of really how high this line gets other places. Be like, okay, yeah, it's minus 133 PME consensus, but it gets up to minus 142. And the projections on the over as well. I really like this spot, especially when you see odds like, for example, Pinnacle. Pinnacle in the industry is known to be a very sharp book. So when Pinnacle gets real high on a spot, you know. Like, look at this right here. Look, let me sort by highest. Yeah, look at this right here. Pinnacle's at minus 145 on this Mike Conley PRA play. All right, Mike Conley PRA under 21.5. He's minus 127.4 on the PME consensus odds. But he gets up to minus 145 on Pinnacle. Okay, Pinnacle is one of the sharpest books in the industry, so it's a very good book to take because pro bettors don't get limited over there. They're allowed to bet normal over there. Then you have the projection of 19.34 on minus 2.16. Great spot for the under there. Very interesting spot. So that's just another way that you can utilize it now. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get this money, and I'm out. Peace.